Shalom, Shalom, Israel, giving all praises to the Most High and to His Son, Yahawashi. Today's class, Israel has become spoiled and good for nothing. We have become spoiled not only through our own iniquity, but through our own laziness. That's right. You know, we have become spoiled because we have become accustomed to the lifestyle that our Master has prepared for us. And we're going to go into it today. You know, give me Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 1. One problem that Israel has when they watch a class is they always think that Israel, we talking when we teaching people that ain't got no fringes on. And that's not what it is. And we should know that by now. You know, the whole Bible was written to brothers and sisters with fringes on. How we going to teach a brother that ain't got no fringes on? He ain't even watching the video. He in Christianity church. He ain't even watching the class. We're not teaching them. They if they want to wake up, they're going to come and they're going to learn. They're going to put them fringes on. But these classes, they for the peoples that got fringes on, man. You know, read this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Read.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying,
read.
Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem.
Go and cry in the ears of our peoples and tell them, read.
Saying, Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith our God, read.
I remember thee.
Hold on, what did God say?
I remember thee.
See, our people don't remember themselves.
That's right.
You know, because the Lord saying, I remember back in the day when y'all used to be a great people. The Lord saying, I remember back in the day when nobody could tell y'all nothing. I remember back in the day when y'all didn't rely on no other nation for anything. I remember back in the day when y'all were no one could ever come to you and call you lazy. No one could ever come to you and call you slothful. No one could ever come to you and tell you some stuff you didn't know. No one could ever come to you and tell you didn't have no wisdom. I remember thee back in the day when you used to be the greatest nation on the planet, not just because you got the promises, but because you took that title. You know, just because one thing Israel got to understand is when you get blessed with a blessing, you're not getting blessed with a blessing and it's just going to happen. That's right. What you're given is an opportunity. That's right. You know, you getting blessed with you shall be the greatest nation on the planet. You being given that opportunity to take that title. Right. You have to go take that title. It's not given to you. You have to go take it. That's right. You have to become, if you're going to be this wisest nation on the planet, that means you have to study and become the wisest nation. That's you're right. Not just going to be blessed and granted that wisdom. But that's the confusion our people have. Why? Because they think they're saved through the blood of Christ. That's right. That's the problem with Israel with fringes on, thinking that they saved through the blood of Jesus. They're going to get to the holy kingdom just by believing on the name of Christ and confessing his name with their mouth. Bring it out. And that's happening in Israel because they're not doing anything else. What more are they doing? Keeping the Sabbath day? That's a given. I mean, keeping the holidays? That's a given. How are you going to get the kingdom though? Are you going to get the kingdom through keeping the Sabbath day? Nah, man. The kingdom don't come by observation. That's right. Are you going to get the kingdom by wearing your fringes? Nah, man. The kingdom do not come by observation. So what you thinking? You thinking that you saved through the blood. You thinking that all you got to do is confess the name, put your fringes on, keep the Sabbath day, and you saved through the blood of Jesus. And that's Christianity. Read on.
The kindness of thy youth.
The kindness of thy youth when you was young, when we were young. As a nation, now we have become old. When we was young, man, when we was at the prime of our time, when we was dominating the planet, when we was loving on our brothers, when the young men, when you had imagery in our Bible about like Maccabees, Joshua, Caleb, Moses, when we were at the prime, in our prime, read.
The love of thine espousal.
Read on.
When thou wentest after me in the wilderness.
Read on.
In a land that was not sown.
Because there was a time, man, when we didn't have like we was going to have, but we still follow Christ. That's right. We still follow God. That's right. And he say, when you was in your youth and you followed me through true faith, I remember that. But nowadays, now that you waxing fat, now that you got something, now that you got a little bit of something, give me Deuteronomy 32 and 7. Let me show you. Deuteronomy 32 and 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7.
Read on.
Remember the days of old.
See, we imploring our peoples in the truth. Remember the days of old. How are we going to get the kingdom? How are we going to do it? Does it come by observation? Does it come through the faith of Jesus? Does it come through the blood? Does it come through just love? What does the kingdom of heaven come through? It comes through action. Remember the days of old. Remember when Jephthah had to go and destroy an entire nation for his peoples. Remember when Joshua had to go and take down an entire nation so he could bring his people into the Holy Land. Remember when Moses had to go and actually free his people with his own two hands. Remember that. Remember the days of old. Nowhere in the Bible you're going to read where a prophet just sat back and did nothing and kicked his legs up and put his fringes on and the kingdom came to him. It never happened. Read.
Consider the years of many generations.
Read on.
As thy father, and he will shew thee.
See, but the major problem we have with Israel is our older men are not telling us the truth.
That's right.
And that's a major issue with Israel, is that the older men, they're not really being honest because they know. Once you reach 50 years old, you have a certain level of experience to know, bro, you got to do something with your hands.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You've been living 50 years and you telling me you ain't learned the lesson that you got to get a trade? That's a lesson I learned at 20 years old.
That's right.
That's a lesson I learned 22 years old. You know, brothers over here learning 17 years old. Bro, I can't make it out here. I got to get a trade.
Bring it out.
So how the hell you 50, 60 years old, you ain't learned that lesson yet? Somebody got to be lying. Somebody got to be just going in there wanting that vainglory. And as long as they getting that vainglory, they're not going to tell you nothing, man. They're not going to tell you the truth. Because and I'm going to tell you something. Israel, they want us to be reliant. The older generation, they want the younger generation to be reliant on them.
That's right.
One thing I noticed that when you at your job, right, and you go into that job and you under somebody, they going to tell you everything they know? No, right? They going to tell you the bare minimum because they don't want you to take their job. That's the problem with Israel, man. When you coming into the truth and you coming in under somebody that got that vainglory and that pride, man, they're not going to tell you everything they know. They're not going to tell you to work with your hands. They're not going to tell you to get your own business because they're afraid you're going to surpass them. They want you to be reliant on them. Everything that you do, they want you to come to them so they can tell you what you going to do to keep you underneath them, man. Read.
Thy
elders read.
And they will tell thee.
Jump over to verse 15 real quick. Let me show you this. Read
verse
this.
15.
Read.
But Jeshurun waxed fat.
Hold on. What did Israel do?
Waxed fat.
Hold on. What did Israel do?
Waxed fat.
Fat nation, man. You know, and one thing about fat people don't do nothing for themselves.
That's right.
They quick to go to that drive-through, man. You know, they quick to drink that Dr. Pepper, man. They quick to do things that please their flesh, but they very slow to go get on that treadmill.
That's right.
You ain't gonna see that fat person on that treadmill working 100%. You never gonna see it. Why? Because they have grown accustomed to what they are. You don't get fat through being diligent. Read.
And
kick. Read.
Thou art waxen fat.
Read on.
Thou art grown thick.
Read on.
Thou art covered with fatness.
See, thou art covered with fatness. Read.
Then he forsook God, which made him.
And Israel, when we wax fat, immediately we forsake our God, man. You know, and that's that waxing fat, man. A lot of brothers be thinking that they supposed to be CEO. That's waxing fat. Or they supposed to own their own property. That's waxing fat. No, you can wax fat in your pride too.
Bring it out.
You can wax fat. Brothers and sisters be coming to you for counsel. You done waxed fat. People be looking up to you. Yo, you done waxed fat. You got that supervisor position at your job. You done waxed fat.
Bring it out.
You know what I'm saying? We got a nicer car than that brother over there. Now we done waxed fat and we done forgotten our God, man. We got some fringes on. Now all of a sudden we done waxed fat. We done started keeping the Sabbath day and the high holy days. All of a sudden we wax fat. And we done forgotten our God, man. Read.
And lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation.
And we really don't, I'm telling you, Israel not afraid of God, man.
Bring it out.
They really not. They afraid of losing their title. They afraid of shame. Israel is more afraid of shame than they are of God. Why? Because they don't believe God will actually, now that they know God ain't gonna strike them with lightning. See, when you first came in the truth, I'm gonna tell you something. When you first came in the truth, man, you was looking up at the sky, man. I hope that lightning don't hit me, man. You know what I'm saying? But what happened was you messed up a couple times, huh? You slipped up and you looked up and ain't no lightning. Ain't no lightning. Israel stopped being afraid. Israel stopped being afraid. They say, man, there ain't no lightning coming. So they sat back. And they got comfortable in their sin. Now, they more afraid of shame than they are of getting hit by that lightning. You know what I'm saying? The Most High God done already hit you with lightning. You don't even know it.
That's right.
Read this. Go to Ezekiel 16 and 6.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 6.
Let's see what the Lord remember about us, man. Read.
And when I passed by thee.
See, the Lord say, when I found you on the streets, When I found you in your smoking weed every day. When I found you getting drunk. When I found you depressed because your girl just left you. When I found you paying $2,000 in child support. When I found you doing these things. When I found you at the bottom of your totem pole at work. Nobody respect you. When I found you. Read.
And saw thee polluted in thine own blood.
And polluted, humbled in thy own blood. Read.
I said unto you, when thou wast in thy blood.
Read.
Live.
What?
Live.
What?
Live.
See, Israel ungrateful, man.
That's right.
The Lord he said, when he found you in your own blood, in your own filth, in your own dookie, in your own vomit, he said, live, read.
Yea, I said unto thee, when thou wast in thy blood,
read.
Live.
That's like you find that dog on the street. You bring that dog in the street. Dog start crapping on your pillow in the morning.
Bring it out.
What's up with that? That dog gonna get euthanized around here.
That's right.
Read on.
I have caused thee to multiply as the bud of the field.
And he's made our brothers look beautiful. You know what I'm saying? When you see brothers in the garments, when you see brothers teaching the word of God, reading their Bible, actually reading, budding like the true fruit, getting that wisdom. He said he has made us to get that wisdom. He took you out of the garbage you was in and he put you in a garment. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't wearing garments. You was wearing polo t-shirts.
Right.
Now you got a garment on? Read on.
And thou hast increased and waxen great.
Brother got a title. He a deacon now. Brother got a title. He a captain. Brother got a title. He a soldier now.
Bring it out.
You know what I'm saying? Wax great. Read.
And thou art come to excellent ornaments.
Come to excellent ornaments. Wisdom. Read on.
Thy breasts are fashioned.
Read on.
And thine hair is grown.
Thy knowledge, thy understanding is grown. Read.
Whereas thou was naked and bare.
Brothers forgot they used to be naked and bare.
Bring it out.
You know, you used to be naked. You used to have no clothing on. You was found on the streets. You was found out there covered in your sin. And when you first came in the truth, you was afraid.
Bring it out.
Remember that. He say, I remember thee. I remember thee when I was afraid. I remember thee when you was looking up saying, Lord, don't kill me. I remember thee when you was afraid of everything you did. You was afraid that I was going to punish you for it. I remember thee.
Bring it out.
But now that you done got away with a couple things, you thinking you got away with a couple things. Now you thinking you got away with a couple things. There ain't no more fear. Ain't no more fear in Israel. Why? Because the Lord showed you a little bit of mercy. Now you want to puff your head up. Because the Lord done shown you a little bit of mercy, man. Read on.
Now, when I pass by thee and look upon thee,
read.
Behold, thy time was the time of love.
See, we in that time of love, man. Read.
And I spread my skirt over thee.
See, that's why y'all thinking he ain't punished you, man. He put his skirt over you.
Bring it out.
But pretty soon, man, you're not gonna be under his skirt talking crap to him at the same time. Read.
And covered thy nakedness.
Covered your nakedness. You think those your clothes?
Bring it out.
You think that's your garment? You think them are your fringes?
Bring it out.
Read on.
Yea, I swear unto thee.
Read.
And entered into a covenant with thee.
Read on.
Said the Lord God.
Read on.
And thou becamest mine.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all are property.
That's right.
See, one thing, you go into that job and you go talk to that boss, you don't go talking to that boss crazy. You know what I'm saying? You talk to that boss like you property. You know, that boss tell you this is what you're supposed to be doing. You don't go in there saying, well, I got a doctrine that say I'm supposed to be doing. Hell no. Hell no. You don't come into that boss with your own doctrine. You go into that boss and you do what that, but it don't matter what it is. And you ain't about to go to HR on nobody because he will find out and you gonna get fired. You think you can go to HR from outside the company?
Break it out.
That ain't how it works. You see what I'm saying? So why you think you can go to HR on Christ?
Bring it out.
That's what they think. They thinking Christ done gave them a commandment they don't like. They gonna go to somebody. Hey brother, I don't like what he just told me. I need human resources.
Bring it, John.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring it out.
Read on.
Then wash I thee with water.
Hold on. What he do to our brothers?
Then wash I thee with water.
He say he washed you. Washed you with water. Read.
I thoroughly washed away thy blood from thee.
Read.
And I anointed thee with oil.
Anointed with the knowledge. Jump down to verse 15. Let's see the way our people's repay. Repay that. They repay that. Read.
Verse 15.
Read.
But thou didst trust in thine own beauty.
Oh man, look. They done took little Cinderella. They done took her out the little cotton field over her. They done put her in a nice dress with some glass slippers. Now Cinderella puffed up, beating on other slaves. You know, it's how it is, man. You know, we trust in our own beauty. See, brother, you didn't even have a garment 5 years ago. You didn't even have a garment when you was 15 years old. You didn't have no fringes when you was 20 years old. You was out there a fake thug, smoking weed, messing with these females, man. Now you gonna wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror. You got some fringes on. Now you puffed up. He said you trust in your own beauty, brother. You're not there. Why is it that, you know, I be looking on the TikTok and I be seeing brothers in there thinking they look cute. What's up with that, man? Brothers in the truth doing that right now, but they disguised it as a YouTube video of them at camp.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to find them a wife through the comment section.
Bring it out.
Read on.
And played the harlot because of thine renown.
And then we gonna play the whore through our own fame. Because we doing it for fame. We doing it for fame. Why? You wasn't nothing 20 years ago. You wasn't nothing 15 years ago, and you ain't nothing now.
That's right.
You can't just become nothing you can't become something for nothing.
Right.
You had to already be something.
Bring it out.
That's why the Most High God choose who he choose. You ain't gonna go to the NBA and you ain't never played basketball and they gonna pick you to be in the NBA.
Bring it out.
The Lord, he chooses those that have the skill set that he requires. You're not just gonna come in and you ain't never done anything. You ain't never been anything. You ain't never been kind or loving or had that compassion or had the spirit of the Lord before, and you thinking you're gonna come into the truth and you just gonna have it. No. Know our place. We have to know our place. Read.
And poured out thy fornication on everyone that passed by.
He say poured out fornications on every one of the brothers passing on the street. Every one of them sisters passes on the street, man. Read.
His it was.
Giving it to anybody that asks, and even people that don't want to know. Even people that don't ask. Some of these brothers, they be trying to walk by them camps, man. I mean, because they not feeling it. They not hearing it. They not feeling it in their spirit. Because they trying to push their own renown on somebody. Because they puffed up in their garments, man. Give me Matthew 5:13. We have become spoiled through this place. Why? Because we don't want to do for ourselves. We would rather trust in our enemy than do for ourselves. Read this, Ak.
Matthew chapter 5 verse 13.
Read.
Ye are the salt of the earth.
Ye are the salt of the earth. What do salt do? Salt give flavor. Salt is the only, I mean, if we didn't have salt, I wouldn't eat. I mean, I don't know. Y'all know that's a lie, but you know what I'm saying? He say, we are the salt of the earth. That means everything on this planet, we make it better.
That's right.
And I'm going to tell you something. Salt have a very specific job, right? Read on.
But if the salt have lost his savor.
If the salt loses flavor, what's the salt job now? Read on.
Wherewith shall it be salt?
Can you salt some salt? Read on.
It is thenceforth good for nothing.
That's what Israel has become, good for nothing, man. Because our whole job is to make this earth better. Not tear it down. Not run our mouths. Not spread our new doctrine. Our job is to make the earth better. Everything we do, it makes it better. Everything we do, it makes our nation better. If you're not improving the nation on a physical level, I'm not talking about, oh, you done brought out this new doctrine. No, that is not the salt. The salt is when you can go and you can tell your brother, I can feed you. When you can tell your brother, hey, you ain't got water, I got water for you. That is the salt. When your brother say, man, I ain't got a place to stay. Man, look, I got land. You can build you a house. You got somewhere to go. That is what makes our nation better, bro. He's not going to be able to feed himself with that new doctrine. It's not going to happen. When you can take that brother and show him how to put that seed in the ground, you done salted that earth. You done salted that brother, gave him some flavor. But see, brothers ain't got no flavor, man. Good for nothing. Read.
But to be cast out.
But to be cast out, read.
And to be trodden under foot of men.
That's what's going to happen to a lot of our peoples. Why? Because when you're not doing your job, the Lord has no use for you.
That's right.
And that's what's going to happen pretty soon. Like I'm telling you, the times are changing. The times are changing. And the Lord, he acting. He moving things around. And the pride of our people cannot save them. Right. You know, the way that you think is going on, it cannot save you. You will have this happen to you if you're not abiding by what you're supposed to be doing.
Bring it out.
He say you will be trodden underfoot of men, and pretty soon we're going to find out. We're going to find out who was not abiding in. Why? Because their lot is going to be cast. You know what I'm saying? When they say they cast lots, that means they found out, oh, that brother been cursed. Damn, something happening with that brother. Was you being the salt? Oh, no, I wasn't, brother. See, your lot been cast. You done been found out. Give me Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 2.
Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 2.
Read.
Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem, saying, thus saith the Lord, I remember thee, the kindness of thy youth.
Read on.
The love of thy espousal.
Read on.
When thou wentest after me in the wilderness, in a land that was not sown.
Read on.
Israel was holiness unto the Lord.
Israel was holy unto the Lord. Read.
And the first fruits of his increase.
And the first fruits. Read.
All that devour him shall offend.
All that, see, the Lord is telling us, all that came against us are offended. All that came against us have offended us. Read.
Evil shall come upon them.
Where is this evil going to come from? See, this evil got to come from somewhere. It's not going to come out the sky.
Bring it out.
See, this earth is going to turn on these peoples, man. But we have to bring about these things as well. Because look, if the Lord, he drive out the nation from before you, right? And you don't go take that land, what's going to happen? They're going to come back.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's as easy as that. If you go and you kill all the mosquitoes in the area, and you don't go and you net it over, what's going to happen? More mosquitoes going to come. We have to be ready to take this place by force when the time comes that he drive them out from before us. Otherwise, they just going to occupy it again. But we're going to go into that later on. Read.
Saith the Lord, hear ye the word of the Lord, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Israel.
Read.
Thus saith the Lord, what iniquity have your fathers found in me?
He say, what sin have your fathers found in him? And when he say in me, see, Israel, they still got that idea that we talking to the God in heaven. You know what I'm saying? They still thinking they look up. They look up for that God in heaven. You know, one thing you got to understand, the Most High, when he sent his word, he's sending himself. He is his word. But we're going to go into it. Read.
That they are gone far from me.
Read on.
And have walked after vanity.
Read.
And are become vain.
He say, what sin have you found in God that you have gone far from him? Give me John 6 and 63.
The book of John, chapter 6, verse 63.
Read.
It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing.
He say, read on.
The word.
The what?
The word.
The what?
The word.
He say, what iniquity have you found in my words? Read.
That I speak unto you.
Who is speaking these words? Is it the Lord himself? Or is it the prophets that he sent? Is it the brothers that he sent? Is it the people that can interpret the Bible? Those are his words. Read.
That I speak unto you.
Read.
They are spirit and they are life.
So he say, what sin have you found in the words that I have sent through my prophets?
Bring it out.
See, but they gonna think, what sin have you found in me? Oh, I ain't found no sin in God. I just got a problem with that brother said. That's exactly what he just said.
Bring it out.
What sin have you found in my words? Give me John 1 and 1.
The book of John, chapter 1, verse 1.
Read.
In the beginning was the word.
Read.
And the word was with God. And the word was God.
See, he letting you know. He say, what sin have you found in me that you have gone against me? He say, what sin have you found against the words that I have put in my prophet's mouth? That you have gone against the words that I have put in my prophet's mouth.
Bring it out.
They're not going to hear it though. They going to think, oh, well, what sin have I found with that fictional God that I got in my head?
Bring it out.
Give me Galatians chapter 4, verse 16.
The book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 16. Am I, therefore, become your enemy?
Hold on. All right, go ahead.
Am I, therefore, become your enemy?
He say, am I, therefore, become your enemy? Read.
Because I tell you the truth.
And one thing, we ain't never lied to our peoples. We ain't never told them that something that was bad. But what they will do, they will fight tooth and nail not to have to do for themselves. They will fight tooth and nail. Why? Because if you ever try to pull a couch potato off the couch? They will fight tooth and nail to not have to get off that PlayStation. They will fight tooth and nail. If you try to wake somebody up 4 hours before they want to get up, they will fight tooth and nail not to have to get up out that bed.
That's right.
And that's what our people do. We have become their enemy because we trying to wake them up 4 hours before they trying to get up. That's what the problem is. They don't want to wake up yet. They say, give me 5 more minutes. Give me 15 more minutes. I still want to sleep. I like being able to go to Walmart whenever I want to go to Walmart. I like being able to go to Kroger. I don't want to have to work hard and grow my own food yet. I don't want to have to work hard and build my own house. Give me 15 more minutes of sleep. And that translates to that 50 years.
That's right. Give
me 50 more years of sleep. And I'll be dead in 50 years. You can teach my children this. Let them do all the hard work. Give me Jeremiah. Give me John 8:45.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 45.
Read.
And because I tell you the truth.
But because we telling you the truth, read.
Ye believe me not.
Let's get that situated. They believe it. They know it to be true. They know that they're supposed to be preparing. When they say believe, you don't have no action. Belief is action. Right. He say, because I tell you the truth, you will not follow me. You will not do what I say. Read.
Which of you convinced me of sin?
And because they don't want to follow, they're going to try to convince you not to do it. They're going to say, oh man, you ain't got to do that. The Lord will provide. Oh, you ain't got to do that. You know, Jesus saves. Oh, you ain't got to do that. We saved through the blood of Christ. You ain't got to do that. Your fringes, they going to protect you from the nuclear fire. Oh, you ain't got to do that. See, you ain't got to do that. Esau going to do all the way. He going to build everything for us. That's one doctrine. Got our people bugged out, man. They thinking we going to have the other nations build all of our cities. And that's one they thinking we just going. I don't know. I mean, if you got 200 slaves on a plantation with 5 overseers and 3 shotguns, and we couldn't even uprise them, what you think you going to take over a nation and put them in slavery? We got what, 22 rifles? You know what I'm saying? 9mm handguns. And we going to take over a nation that got access to nuclear weaponry, atomic weaponry. You know what I'm saying? Tanks and, anti-military shells and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Anti-personnel rounds. Heat-seeking missiles. And we going to take them into slavery just because we got fringes on. Read on.
Which of you convinceth me of sin?
Read on.
And if I say the truth,
read on.
Why do ye not believe me?
Why do you not follow? If we telling you the truth, why not just do it? Why? Because it's too easy to stay a slave. It's too easy. Read.
He that is of God heareth God's word.
Read on.
Ye therefore hear them not.
Read on.
Because ye are not of God.
That's why I say all Israel is not Israel, man. He say you hear them not. Why? Because ye are not of God. Just because you got Israelite blood flowing through your veins don't make you of God. Give me Jeremiah 14:13.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 13.
Read.
Then said I, Lord God, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword.
Is this talking about TD Jakes? I'm this is like the 50th time we done said this, man. This is not talking about TD Jakes. This is not talking about Creflo Dollar. This is talking about brothers in camps right now. What they telling them, they saying the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see death. Ye shall not see the sword. The destruction will go around you. The fire will not burn you. All the nations will be destroyed, but we will be left behind because we're the 144. That's what the prophets are saying, are they not? Read.
Neither shall ye have famine.
Then they gonna say that the Lord, he always gonna provide the food. And even if they shut down Walmart or Kroger's or HEB or whatever they gonna shut down, we always gonna have food. We always gonna have water because the Lord will provide. Read.
But I will give you assured peace in this place.
They tell them all you gotta do is put your fringes on, keep the Sabbath day, and give your alms, and you always gonna have peace. And you always gonna have peace. Read on.
Then the Lord said unto me,
read.
The prophets prophesy lies in my name.
We letting you know, Israel, those are lies.
That's right.
All those things you're being told right now, I'm letting you know, those are lies.
That's right.
You will not live through the famine if you don't have food. That's common sense.
That's right.
You can't pay your rent if you don't go to work. Common sense, right?
Bring it out.
You can't feed your children. You don't go get some water. I mean, common sense, right? You can't. If you don't go shopping, you ain't gonna have no dinner. Common sense. You ain't gonna go shopping and then you just gonna reach in your toilet and pull out a 3-course meal.
Bring it out.
I don't know what you're thinking. Common sense, Israel lack it. Israel lack common sense, man. Read.
I sent them not.
See, the Lord telling you right now through this Bible, bro. He's letting you know the Lord did not send those brothers, man. The Lord did not send a brother that's telling you you should not see that famine. Because even our leaders let us know, bro, you're going to see that famine. He letting us know, hey, man, pretty soon, destruction coming. That sword is coming. That famine is coming. That death is coming. And you're going to see it. You better be prepared. Otherwise, it's going to hit you. You know what I'm saying? He not telling us we shall have peace. Man, he know the day of the Lord is darkness, man.
That's right.
The day of the Lord is darkness.
That's
and if your
right.
leader telling you anything else, that the Lord has not sent them. Read.
Neither have I commanded them.
Neither has he commanded them. Read.
Neither spake unto them.
Read on.
They prophesy unto you a false vision, a divination.
And what?
And divination.
That's witchcraft.
That's right.
That's witchcraft. He say there should be no divination or dealing with familiar spirits, witchcraft, those that cause their children to pass through the fire. These are the sins that get put to death. He say they prophesy unto you divination. Read.
And a thing of naught.
A thing that don't even exist. When has there ever been a time when famine come and then people just survive for no reason because the Lord loved them? When has that ever happened? It don't happen. Those people had to eat physical food.
That's right.
Those people had to drink physical water. Those people had to provide for themselves. Read on.
And the deceit of their heart.
And the deceit of their heart. Read.
Therefore, thus said the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name.
Read.
And I sent them not.
And he sent them not. Read.
Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land.
When they say in this land, they saying upon this people. He say when they say sword and famine shall not be upon this people. Read.
By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed.
He's letting you know, man, those same brothers that are teaching our people not to prepare, that are teaching our people that by the sword and famine that it won't come upon them, those are the first brothers going to be coming to you saying, hey, man, anybody got some extra food?
Bring it out.
Those are the same brothers going to be like, hey, man, we all got to come together. Walmart been closed for about 2 weeks now. We running low on stock. The Lord, he ain't rained no bread yet. So we all got to come together. Yeah. Those are the same brothers. Same brothers is going to be talking about, man, did y'all hear about that brother over there? 16 white dudes with shotguns busted in his house, took his wife and children. They gone now.
Bring it out.
That's the same brother. I thought he had fringes on, Pastor. Yeah. He had fringes on, but he must have been in secret sin.
Bring it out.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they going to say. Read on.
And the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem.
He say, and then you brothers and sisters, see, that's what happened when you in that pyramid scheme. That's what happened when you in that scam. You know, as soon as the destruction come, what happened? The first people that get put out is the people that's at the bottom of the totem pole. Those are the brothers, the ones that bought in. You know, they was like, damn, you know, this seemed like a really good plan. You know, everything. Life savings, invest. You know what I'm saying? Then as soon as the destruction come, you're the first one to get put out on the streets. Then where is that prophet? You know what I'm saying? Then where is that prophet? He dipped. He done dipped out. Either that, or he got killed, or he starved, or he ended up with somebody else's wife. Who knows? Read.
Because of the famine and the sword.
Read.
And they shall have none to bury them.
And then nobody going to be able to help those brothers and sisters. Why? Because the pride is going to take hold of them. That pride is going to take hold of them, and they're not going to know how to ask for help. Read.
Their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters.
Read.
For I will pour their wickedness upon them.
He will pour their wickedness upon them, man. Give me Jeremiah 5:25.
Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 25.
Read.
Your iniquities have turned away these things.
See, your sins have turned away good things. See, we're not supposed to be poor, man. Right. Israelites are not built to be poor.
That's right.
You know, we need to have lavish soaps, nice rides, beautiful clothing. We are just a people of style, of swagger. We got to have it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we are. You know what I'm saying? But your sins have holding you from all these things, man. We could be at the top, but our sins have, because imagine if Israel really came together and decided that we all wanted to start businesses. We all wanted to get to that point. We all wanted to have for ourselves. We all wanted to plant our own food. We all wanted to have our own water source. Imagine what we could accomplish. Imagine the money that would be flowing into the Israelite community. Imagine the gold and the silver and the wealth and the different changes of apparel in the cities that we could have. Imagine. But Israel, they lazy. They sit there looking at the class and they turn right back to that computer. They sit there looking at the class and they turn right back to that PlayStation. They sit there looking at the class and they turn right back to that TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. And they get complacent again. Why? Because that sounds hard. Plant my own food. That sounds hard. You know what I'm saying? I got a $200 budget this month on Walmart's. Read out.
And your sins have withholding good things from you.
Your sins have withholding good things from you. Read.
For among my people are found wicked men.
He say, among my people. Who are God's people? Who is his brother and his sister and his mother and his father? Is it not the ones who do the will of his father? So he say, among my people, there are lying wicked men. Read.
They lay wait.
Read.
As he that setteth snare.
See, remember, that snare, that's that doctrine. That snare, that's that way that you live in your life. That's that way they teaching you to live your life. Read on.
They set a trap.
Read.
They catch men.
Read on.
As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit.
Full of deceit, full of lies. Read.
Therefore, they are become great.
They are become great. Read.
And waxing rich.
And that rich is not just talking about money. Some of these brothers got money because of what they got. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just talking about money. It's talking about that fame. It's talking about that vainglory. It's talking about that vanity. It's talking about that, you know, brothers looking up to them. Sisters want to be with them. Brothers want to be them. They rich. Read.
They are waxing back. They shine.
They what?
They shine.
See, they shine bright, don't they? Read.
Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked.
But they not looking at what the wicked are doing. See, one thing you got to understand here, when we at one body, you can get called out for some stuff you ain't even know you was doing.
That's right.
That's real talk. See, a lot of these camps, they on a basic level. Oh, man, you cheated? Oh, yeah, you wicked. Man, here at one body, bro, it'd be like you just sitting there and you did something. Oh, man, brother, you got that pride on you. Be like, damn, I didn't even realize. I didn't even know. Oh, yeah, well, you did this and I realized it. Oh, damn, well, all praises. I didn't even realize I had pride on me, man. Just, able to become fine gold. It's not just on a base level. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper. It's deeper than that. Read.
They judge not the cause of the fatherless.
The cause of the fatherless. Read.
Yet they prosper.
See, when you got brothers and sisters around you that are suffering, ain't got. See, that's the same thing they do in the Christianity church.
Bring that up.
Big mama got to ride that bus to church, and then she giving everything she got to that church. And then what happened when Big mama needs some help?
Bring it up.
Ain't that the same thing going on, man?
That's right.
He say that they judge not the cause of the fatherless, the poor, the needy, the ones who need help, the ones who need to know how to work with their hands, the ones who are going to suffer the most when the famine comes. Those are the ones that need our help. And they don't judge their cause, but they prosper. Read on.
And the right of the needy do they not judge?
Read on.
Shall I not visit for these things?
The Lord, he say he going to visit for these things, man. He will. Read on.
Saith the Lord, shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this?
Read on.
A wonderful and horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesied falsely.
Falsely, read.
And the priests bear rule by their means.
He said a priest. See, is that priest talking about? It can't be talking about Christianity church. They are not priests.
Right.
We are the priests. Right. Priests bear rule by their own means. Read.
And my people
read.
Love to have it so.
And they go in the congregation too, man, because y'all know, y'all be in the congregation. Y'all see the classes coming out. Y'all see the wisdom coming out, and y'all still go in there and y'all still do the same thing that they telling you to do. You love to have it so. Why? Because you want to believe that you ain't got to do nothing. You want to believe that you can just go to work 6 days a week, work for the white man, do your own thing, be at home, hanging out with the family, come to the Sabbath day, go home and do it all over again. And the Lord will save you because you have fringes on. Saved through the blood of Christ. It's not like that, bro. You got to work 7 days a week to get that kingdom. Real talk. Sunday through Saturday and do it all over again to get that kingdom. It's not just on the Sabbath day. It's not like that. Read.
And what will ye do? And the end thereof.
But it's all good, bro. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Real talk. When the time comes for the chickens to come home to roost. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do when they come for you? You know what I'm saying? What will you do?
Bring it out.
When the time comes when there ain't no food, what will you do? You know? Oh, well I guess they gonna cry unto the Lord for him to rain some manna from heaven. Give me Jeremiah 2:6.
Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 6.
Read.
Neither said they, where is the Lord that brought us up out of the land of Egypt?
See, they don't cry for that Lord that brought them out of Egypt, man. Read.
That led us through the wilderness.
Read on.
Through a land of deserts and of pits. Through a land of drought and of the shadow of death.
Read on.
Through a land that no man passed through and where no man dwelt.
See, the Lord, he led us through all these things, man. He said he led us through all these things. Give me Exodus 16:2. But see, look, how do Israel repay him? How do Israel repay the Lord when he leads you through all these things, man? Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 16 and verse 2.
Read.
And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness.
As soon as they get free from slavery, that's what they're going to do. That's why I'm not going to be surprised. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I see our peoples on the land, you know, when we get some land, when we get 150 acres of land, or however many, 1,000 acres of land, to 100,000 acres of land, however much land we're going to get to the point where we can start building houses and having a community, I guarantee it, as soon as we get this land, people going to start murmuring.
Bring it out.
Why? Because they can't go to Walmart no more.
Bring it out.
You're going to see people sneaking off the land, man. I'm about to hit that Walmart. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have 10 acres of food growing. We're gonna have lambs over here. You can slaughter your own lamb, get your own meat. Girl said, man, I need that chocolate cake. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They gonna go over there, man. I'm missing on some Twinkies. You know, where's the Twinkie tree around this mug? You know what I'm saying? They gonna be murmuring like a mug.
Right.
Why? Because they don't have the amenities that they wanted.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I left my foot bath in Egypt. I gotta go get it. You know? Read on.
And the children of Israel said unto them, would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt.
Real talk, because Israel would rather, I'm telling you, this is what Israel thinking in their minds right now. They would rather die here than go to the kingdom in their lifetime.
Bring it out.
They would rather die here. Because if they die here, at least they get to do what they want to do until they die and say that they tried their best. Oh, I tried my best, Lord, but I was in slavery. Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? Just let me in the kingdom. You know, they would rather die here than go into the kingdom and have to work for the things with their hands. Read.
When we sat by the flesh pot.
When I could do what I want to do, when I could watch TV, when I had Hulu Plus and Netflix, you know what I'm saying? When I could watch YouTube videos whenever I want to do. I had my PlayStation. When I could just, go to the oven and turn the oven on, oven just work. I can call a mechanic, come fix some stuff, it ain't working. Sat by the flesh pots. Read.
And when we did eat bread to the full.
Read.
For ye have brought us forth into this wilderness.
Read on.
To kill this whole assembly with hunger.
Israel dramatic.
That's
you know what I'm saying? They not going to die. They not going to die. But Israel dramatic, man. They want to blow things out of proportion. Right. They want to act like because they don't have, they missing out on their Hulu's episode coming out next week. Now they going to die.
Bring it out.
You know, and that's how we act even in the world today. You try to tell somebody, man, I'm going to need you to do something on Friday. But Friday is the day the episode come out. I can't do it. Let the white man tell you got to come to work on Friday.
Read out.
Read on.
Then said the Lord unto Moses,
read.
Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you.
And see, the Lord, he going to give you the knowledge. He going to give you the wisdom, but you're ungrateful. He raining the bread for you right now. He know what you're going to do. He giving you a pre-order of that bread right now. Because he know you're going to be begging. He know you're going to be out there being hungry, murmuring. So he say, I'm going to give you the bread right now, letting you know, don't do it. Don't do it. Because that's not going to be allowed. Read.
And the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day.
Read.
That I may prove them.
Hold on, that he may what?
That I may prove them.
Read.
Whether they will walk in my law or no.
You're going to have a lot of brothers and sisters get kicked out the congregation. It's going to be real. It's going to be real. It's going to be like, man, this brother over here just murmuring, just talking all kind of garbage. Okay, brother, you had a house and some land over here. Yeah, you getting kicked out. Kicked out, gone. You're going to be like, damn, no, hold up. No, I like it here. I want to be here. No, clearly you don't. Clearly you want to go back to Walmart's. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see that brother the next day working at, what's it called? The Whole Foods warehouse. He like, damn, I was on the land. Damn, I was there. I had a $200,000 house. I was there. You know what I'm saying? I just had to open my fat mouth. That's how it's gonna be. Then he gonna be grateful. Then he finally gonna be grateful. Give me this book, When I Was a Slave. Let's get some of this. Let's get some of this information out of here, man. Let me show y'all something. Look at this book. I know Israel need to get this book, man. You got the image on there, man. Pull the image up. Give me page 55. I want to show, because it say I remember thee. It say remember the days of old. Let's go back to history and see the way our peoples are, you know, and let's see how they act. Read this.
The book When I Was a Slave, page 54.
Read.
When Marse Bob came home, he sent for all the slaves. He was sitting in a yard chair, all tuckered out, and shook hands all around. And he said he's glad to see you.
Yeah, he glad to see he still got some good workers. You know what I'm saying? But read.
Then he said, I got something to tell you.
Read.
You is just as free as I is.
See, we gonna let you know one day, man. Hey, man, you can go out to the land and you ain't got to work for the white man no more. Right. We gonna let you know one day, hey, man, we got plenty of space. We got plenty of property. We can free our people. We don't have to work for them no more. Read.
You don't belong to nobody but yourself.
Read on.
We went to the war and fought, but the Yankees done whipped us. And they say the niggers is free.
Read.
You can go where you want to go, or you can stay here.
Oh, he gonna give you that. He gonna give you that option. That's see what I'm saying. When we let you know, hey man, you always got the option to come and be free, or you can stay in Babylon.
Look it up.
You can stay here and work at your job. What they gonna do? Read.
Just as you like.
Just whatever you like. Read.
He couldn't help but cry.
He couldn't help but cry. Read.
The niggers cry.
Hold on, what they do?
The niggers cry.
Hold on, what they do?
The niggers cry.
That's what they gonna do. They gonna cry, man. You gonna tell them, man, we got the land for you. We got 200,000 acres over there. You can build your own house. We got our own water source. We got our own food supply. All you gotta do is put some fringes on. Come on out. Come on out. Just come on out. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, I got work tomorrow. Read on.
And don't know much what Marse Bob means.
They don't know much about that, man. Read.
They is sorry about the freedom.
Hold on, what the slaves is?
They is sorry about the freedom.
Read.
Because they don't know where to go.
Read.
And they's always pinned on old Mars to look after them.
I'm trying to tell you, man, this is Israel.
Bring that out.
This is Israel today.
That's right.
They always depend on Master to look after them, man. They ain't gonna know what to do with themselves, man. Right. They're not gonna know. We're gonna say, hey man, we just gave you 3 acres of land. Go ahead and till it, and we're gonna walk away. They're gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna help them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just messing, but like you walk away from them, they're gonna be like, damn, I don't know what the hell this is. And they're just gonna start picking up ground with their hands and stuff. They just gonna start eating it. Like, damn, is this what I do? Like, you know, start eating the grass and stuff, man. Read on.
3 families went to get farms for themselves.
See, 3 families, they gonna go and they gonna till their own land, right? Read.
But the rest.
But the what?
But the rest.
Read.
Just stay on for hands on the old place.
See, a lot of Israel, they gonna, when the time come for us to have our own, Israel with fringes on is gonna choose to stay. They gonna choose to stay. They gonna be like, well, Christ will come save me. That I'm telling you, bro. You thinking the doctrine's crazy now, man. Pretty soon, when the time come and we have our own nation and it's recognized and people like, damn, news today, CBS News, the recently opened 300,000 acres of Israelite community has declared themselves separated and has begun to be more, independent. And when it start being real, Israel gonna be like, well, I know y'all got that over there and everything, but you know, the Lord, he gonna come destroy this place, man. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Read.
The Federals has been coming by even before old Morris came home.
Jump down to where it say the niggers.
The niggers can't hardly get used to the idea.
Read.
When they want to leave the place, they still go up to the big house for a pass.
I'm telling you, man, Israel don't know what freedom is, man. They don't know what freedom is. You gonna tell them they free, and you gonna be like, hey, bro, what you eating for dinner tonight? They'll be like, I thought I might go get a rotisserie chicken from Walmart. You gonna be like, bro, you do know we got a farm, right? You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, oh, well, I ain't feel like going out to the farm today. Read on.
They just can't understand about the freedom.
They can't understand it. They can't understand what true freedom is. Read.
Old Mars or Mrs. say, you don't need no pass.
He say you don't need no pass, man. You don't need it. Read.
All you got to do is just take your foot in your hand and go.
All you got to do is just lace up your bootstraps and go out there and do it yourself with your hands and put your hands in that dirt and get going. Build your own business. Do it yourself. See, but they don't know nothing. We letting you know, bro, you don't have to get, once the time comes, they're going to be trying to get that LLC in the kingdom. I need that DBA. Be like, bro, what the hell is a DBA? Just go do it. You know what I'm saying? No, man, I need a license. I'm trying to tell you, man. They're going to be trying to institute their own licensing. Give me 31. Give me page 31.
Page 31.
Read.
Every morning, about 4 o'clock, old master would ring the bell for us to get up by.
Read.
And you could hear that bell ringing all over the plantation.
See, that's that alarm clock waking you up at 4 a.m., man. Read on.
I can hear it now.
He can hear it because he did hear it now. He heard it that morning when they woke him up to do this interview.
Bring it out.
Read it.
It would go ting-a-ling, ting-a-ling.
Read on.
And I can see them now steering in Carolina.
Read on.
I get so lonesome when I think about times we used to have.
Man, that's what I'm telling you, bro. It's going to come to the point when we on that land, brother going to be like, damn, remember Dave and Buster's? Remember how fun that place was? Remember what's it called? I used to live in Austin. Austin Park and Pizza. Or Six Flags. Oh, Six Flags. Remember them times, man? Remember when we used to play Call of Duty? Read on.
'Twas better living back yonder than now.
Man, he letting you know. Shit, back in slavery times, at least they planted their own food.
Bring it out.
Back in slavery times, at least they could make their own medicine. Back in slavery times, at least they knew what they was eating. Back then, at least they could see their families. Nowadays, brothers just eat garbage, go to work, sun up and sundown, don't even know they slaves. You know what I'm saying? And read on.
I stayed with my mom every night.
Read on.
But my mistress raised me.
Read on.
My mom had to work hard. So every time old mistress thought we little black chillins was hungry between meals, she would call us up to the house to eat. Sometimes she would give us Johnny cake and plenty of buttermilk to drink with it. They had a long trough for us.
Hold on, what they have for them?
They had a long trough for us.
A trough is a thing they use to feed animals. A long trough. Read.
That they would keep so clean.
She remembering it fondly. Oh man, they would keep that trough so clean for us. Read.
They would fill this trough with buttermilk.
Read.
And all us children would get around the trough and drink with our mouths and hold our Johnny cake with our hands. I can just see myself drinking now. It was so good.
That's how people's gonna remember slavery, man.
Bring it out.
That's they was gonna be like, man, that Twinkies, man, them zebra cakes was good, man. They gonna be eating fresh food out the garden and be reminiscing about Presto pasta sauce. Trying to tell you, man. Give me page 4.
Page 4.
Read.
The second year after the surrender, our Marstetter and Mrs. got on their carriage and went and looked up all the Negroes. They heard of who ever belonged to them.
So this is the second year after the war was won and the slaves were supposedly freed. right? He say they went and looked up all they old Negroes that they used to have on their plantation, right? Read.
Some who went off with the Yankees were never heard from again.
Read on.
When Master and Mrs. found any of theirs, they would say, well, come on back home.
Hold on, what the white man gonna tell them?
Well, come on back home.
Hold on, what the white man gonna tell them?
Well, come on back home.
Try to tell you, man, look, the time gonna come when master stop feeding you, you gonna go off on your own, man. Then he gonna come find you. He gonna be like, hey, come on back. Come on back home now, nigga.
Wake him up.
Come on back home now. Get on that paddy wagon. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
My father and mother, 2 uncles and their families moved back.
Man, that's what brothers gonna do. They gonna be like, damn, I can't feed my family. I don't know how to do nothing. I thought the Lord was gonna come and crack the sky. I was looking for spaceships. He didn't come. I hate the Lord now. I'm going back with the white man. Read on.
Also, Lorenz Brody and John Brody and their families moved back. Several of the young men and women who once belonged to him came back.
Why? Because the young generation is the one that's going to suffer the most. Because this older generation ain't teaching them nothing. It's basically like, I mean, the Israelite school is basically like regular school. When you go to regular school, you spend 12 years learning nothing. You learn nothing. What are these brothers doing in Israelite school?
Bring it out.
Learning nothing.
That's right.
What are you going to do with that knowledge? Nothing. What are you going to do with that precept? Nothing.
That's right.
Why are you even in that? I mean, you might as well go back to high school. You're just going to learn trigonometry, and you can't plant a potato in the ground with trigonometry. I'm just telling you. You can't plant a potato in the ground with that precept you just learned. You might as well take your butt back to high school. Read on.
Some were so glad to get back, they cried, because there had been mighty bad part of the time. They were rambling around and they were hungry.
See, brothers, they going to get back into they going to go back to the white man and they going to cry because, oh, man, they finally found somewhere where they can just go get some food. They ain't got to worry about nothing. All they got to, master tell them exactly what to do. And all they got to do is go do that. And they get fed every night. Maybe a little bit of whippings here and there. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. As long as I get food every night. And they going to cry because it's so good. Read.
When they got back, Master would say, well, you have come back, have you?
I'm telling you, man, that pride going to be crushed. There you going to have on that garment then? That garment going to be on you then? When you in that cotton field, you going to have that garment on?
Bring it up.
Read on.
And the Negroes would say, yes, Master.
Well, you think he going to let you call him Bob then?
Bring it up.
You're going to be like, yeah, Bob, sir, while you eating on my plantation, it's going to be Master. You're going to be like, Esau, what? You want some food? Yes, Master. Read on.
Most all spoke of them as Mrs. and Master.
And a lot of these brothers, they got that spirit on them where they're going to be like, man, I'd rather starve than call the white man Master.
Bring it up.
But would you rather watch your child starve?
Bring it up.
See, that's where they get them. See, they going to have a little 2-year-old baby out there. Daddy, I need some food. No, we got pride. We don't call the white man Master. Dad, I'm hungry. I ain't eating 2 weeks, Daddy. Look at me. I'm skinny bones. Master, can I get some food for my baby?
Bring it up.
Read on.
As they did before the surrender, and getting back home was the greatest pleasure of all.
Read on.
We stayed with Master and Mrs. and went to their church.
Hold on, what the white man gonna make them do?
And went to their church.
What the white man gonna make them worship?
And went to their church.
They're gonna be in there like, I don't believe in white Jesus, but Master say I gotta do it to get that food, so praise Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I praise Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Yahawashi. Read on.
The Maple Springs Baptist Church.
Read.
Until they died.
Until they died. Give me page 35. Read this, Ak. You good, go ahead.
Page 35.
Read.
I can't remember everything I done in them days.
Read on.
But we didn't have to worry about nothing.
That's what they gonna remember about Egypt. They're not gonna remember. I'm telling you, man, Israel, they got selective memory than a mug, man. They're not gonna remember the 4 a.m. wake up call. They're not going to remember the pink slip they got for being 5 minutes late. They're not going to remember how Esau fired them 20 times before they found even a job. They're not going to remember how they lost their job because of the COVID. They're not going to remember how they got their car repossessed. They're not going to remember how their child got kicked out of school. They're not going to remember none of that. What they're going to remember is we didn't have to worry about nothing. She didn't say nothing about how she saw little Tanisha get locked in the nigger box. She don't remember that. She said we don't have to worry about nothing. Read.
Old mistress was the one to worry.
Oh, master was the one to worry about stuff. You know, he had the hardest job of all. He had to walk around the warehouse and make sure we was being good slaves. Oh, man, he was the one who had to worry. Read.
Wasn't then like it is now.
Read.
No, 'twasn't.
Read on.
We had such a good time.
Hold on. What did it say?
We had such a good time.
You can't make it up. You can't make this up, man. And I'm telling you, this lady know what slavery is. She not confused. She letting you know it was such a good time. Read.
And everybody cried when them Yankees cried out. Free. Man,
when we let you know that Babylon is done, there ain't no more water, ain't no more food, they not supplying you, and we're going to let y'all know, hey, y'all free to go do your own thing now. Y'all free to go plant your own gardens. Y'all free to go raise your own animals. Everybody going to be looking like that dude off of Pulp Fiction. They'll be like, what? They're going to be like, what? They're going to be looking around. They ain't going to know what to do. They're going to cry. Read.
Other niggers say them had a hard time before they was free.
Read on.
But 'twas then like 'tis now.
Read on.
If you had a hard time, we done it ourselves.
You see how they do that? See how they gonna flip that? They gonna let you know, bro, if you got fired, man, that's on you. No, bro, like Esau the devil. What you do? You know what I'm saying? It was good back then though. I mean, if you was good, you could go to Walmart, get you something to eat. You know what I'm saying? We play PlayStation. You know, I could talk to you over the phone. You know, anywhere you at, I could talk to you over the phone. We was good. You know what I'm saying? Like internet. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is be a good slave. Be a good slave. Give me page 52.
Page 52. Andrew Goodman, interviewed at Dallas, Texas.
Oh, snap. Read on.
I was born in slavery, and I think them days was better for the niggers than the days we see now.
And he ain't lying. Some of them, they days was better then than it was now, man. Why? Because back then they was able to plant their own food.
Break it out.
They was able to supply for themselves. They were the only thing they had to do. They had to go out to that cotton field.
Break it up.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them, yeah, you had that nigger box, you had the beatings, you had the rapings, some of them, like, you know, Andrew Goodman, man, he just went out to that cotton field, came home, and he got to eat the Johnny cake with the buttermilk trough. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't tripping. And nowadays, what they got to do, they got to eat. They eating garbage. They don't know what they eating. They don't know what they occupying their time with garbage. They don't even know how to do nothing. Brother looking like, man, back then we didn't even know what a PlayStation was. We had to actually occupy ourselves with sewing and knitting and binding up wounds and learning about our bodies and things like that. But now you stuck on PlayStation, man. It was better back then. He letting you know. Read.
One thing was, I never was cold.
You say he never was cold and hungry. Read.
When my old master lived.
See, let one of us kill master, man. Let one of us kill the boss at that dude job and his old site get shut down. Watch how he free. Man, you killed my master. I ain't got no job no more now. Bro, you free. No, man, I was getting paid $23 an hour. I'm mad. Read.
And I has been plenty hungry and cold a lot of times since he is gone.
Why? Because that brother didn't do nothing for himself.
That's right.
That brother didn't do it for himself, man. Read.
But sometimes I think Morris Goodman was the bestest man God made in a long time.
I'm telling you, man, I can't make it up. This is the way our people's, they going to remember that slavery so fondly. Right. You know, and this is brothers with fringes on. This is brothers faith in the blood of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be talking about this. This is the way they're going to be talking about it. But they're not going to say it like that. They're not going to say, oh, man, the white man was the greatest. They're going to say, man, you know, I love being free from slavery and everything. But don't you remember how this was? Let's go back to doing that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back. I like that. That was cool. You know what I'm saying? Read on. Page 41.
Page 41.
Read.
I think and think about getting freedom.
He say we thinks and thinks about getting freedom, right? Read.
And I is gonna run off.
And then we thinking we gonna run off, man. We thinking we gonna free ourselves. We gonna kill master. We love to daydream. We love to daydream, man. Read.
Then I think of the patrollers.
Then we think about, oh damn, man, if we do that, then they gonna come at us with AKs, 47s, and shotguns, and SWAT teams, and Army military. I don't know about that. Read.
And what happened if they catches me off the place without the pass?
Oh yeah, we all Esau the devil until we get caught with that speeding ticket.
Bring it out.
We all Esau the devil until we get caught without them license plate. Oh
Break
snap, we in there. Fringes, tuck fringes in. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. License and registration. You know what I'm saying? Read.
Then I think of some enjoyment, such as the corn husk.
He say, then we think about the good time we had husking that corn. Read.
And the fights, and the singing, and I don't know what to do.
Oh man, and I know how it is, man, because I've had jobs. I be remembering on some of my jobs finally. I'd be like, damn, that job was a good job, man. You know what I'm saying? I was hanging out. It was cool. I had good meals and stuff. I be thinking back on that job like, man, that job was cool. You think that's gonna stop when we go into our homeland?
Bring it out.
Brother gonna be like, damn, I should have kept that job. That job was hidden. You know what I'm saying? They had a workout room. Had a PlayStation in the break room. You know what I'm saying? Boss was cool. You know what I'm saying? Everything was chill. Got an hour lunch break. You know what I'm saying? Remembering it fondly, man. Ooh. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not lying to you, man. Give me page 22.
Page 22.
Read.
We use herbs a lot in them days.
See, back then, we knew how to use the ground for ourselves. We don't even know that today. We was better off then.
Right.
We was better off when we had that knowledge. Read.
When a body had dropsy, we set him in a tepid bath made of mullein leaves. There was a Jimson weed we'd use for
rheumatism.
rheumatism.
Some of y'all need to go in this book and take some of these. We need Jacob, you watching?
Bring it up.
You better get these herbs.
That's right.
You tripping. Read on.
And for asthma.
Hold Jacob, you listening? Asthma, right? Read.
We use tea made of a chestnut leaf.
Hold on, let me write that down. Chestnut leaf.
Bring it out.
All right, we good. Read on.
That's right. We get the chestnut leaves, dry them in the sun, just like tea leaves, and we let them leaves get wet for nothing in the world while they was drying.
Read.
We take poke collard roots, boil them, and then take sugar and make a syrup.
Read on.
This was the best thing for asthma.
Read on.
It was known to cure it too.
Hold on. Did we just find the cure to asthma?
Bring it out.
Did we just find the cure to asthma?
Bring it up.
Read on.
For colds and such, we used for a horn hog.
Read on.
Made candy out of it. It was brown sugar.
Hold on, they had candy that would heal you?
Bring it out.
I ain't never known the peppermint to do that. Read on.
We used a lot of rock candy and whiskey for colds too.
Read on.
They had a remedy that they used for consumption.
Read on.
Take dry cow manure.
Hold on, we might have to close the book on that one. Hold on, you say what now? Take what?
Take dry cow manure.
Read on.
Make a tea of this.
Hold on, I don't know if I can keep reading that one, man. Read on.
And flavor it with mint.
You're going to need that flavoring, man. Read.
And give it to the sick person.
I'm pretty sure that's a Leviticus 11 abomination right there. You ain't supposed to do that one. Read on.
We didn't need many doctors then.
Hold on, what they didn't need?
We didn't need many doctors then.
Read on.
For we didn't have so much sickness in them days.
Read on.
And naturally, they didn't die so fast.
They didn't have that cancer. They didn't have that, what's it called? Prostate issues, breast cancer. They didn't have the whatever vitis or whatever going on with our people's, man. High blood pressure, diabetes, man. It wasn't, we didn't die so fast. We lived to 100.
Right.
We lived past 100. Read.
Folks lived a long time then.
Read.
They used a lot of peach tree leaves, too, for fever. And when the stomach got upset, we'd crush the leaves.
Okay, take notes, people. You know what I'm saying? When your stomach get upset, Take them peach tree leaves, crush up them leaves, read.
Pour water over them.
Pour hot water over them, read.
And wouldn't let them drink any other kind of water till they was better.
So there you go. There's healing for that upset stomach. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
I still believe in them old homemade medicines too. And I don't believe in so many doctors.
See, letting you know right there. Give me Jeremiah 2:7. See, when you go into the history, you realize our people are the same people, man.
Right.
They the same people, man. Read this out.
Jeremiah chapter 2 verse 7.
Read.
And I brought you into a plentiful country.
Read on.
To eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land.
As soon as we enter, we're going to be looking to defile. We're going to be looking to tear it up. We're going to be looking to bring Esau doctrine into the new land. Read on.
And made mine heritage an abomination.
Read on.
The priest said not, where is the Lord?
The priests aren't saying, where is the Lord's understanding? Read.
And they that handle the law.
They that are supposed to be teaching the law, read.
Knew me not.
They don't really know him, read.
The pastors also transgressed against me.
Read on.
And the prophets prophesied it by Baal.
Read on.
And walk after these things that do not profit.
Give me Ecclesiastes 1:1. They say walk after things that do not profit. Ecclesiastes 1:1.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 1.
Read.
The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem.
Read on.
Vanity of vanity.
Hold on, what?
Vanity of vanity.
Read on.
Said the preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity.
All is vanity, man.
That's right.
It's all vanity. Read.
What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun?
What profit all these things we doing if it don't benefit our future? What profit is it? What profit is it for you to become the precept king? What profit is it? Jeremiah 2:9. Let's go back. What profit is it? What profit is it for you to bring out that new doctrine? I'm gonna tell you something. Leadership tell us all the time. They be like, "Man, I got that breakdown. I just don't think Israel ready for it yet."
Bring it out.
What profit? What profit would it be for me to break that down? Would that help you to start your own business?
Bring it out.
Would that help you to get yourself to where you're not relying on the white man no more because you got that new breakdown? You don't need it.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 9. Wherefore I will yet plead with you, saith the Lord.
Read.
And with your children's children will I plead.
Read on.
For pass over the isles of Chittim and see, and send unto Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there be such a thing.
Read on.
Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods?
Hath any nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? Read.
But my
people read.
Have changed their glory.
Have changed their glory. Read.
For that which does not profit.
See, the other nations, they gonna be faithful to their gods, man. But us, we gonna change our glory like that to something that ain't got nothing to do with our future. Read.
Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Lord.
Read on.
For my people have committed two evils.
Read on.
They have forsaken me, the fountain of living water.
They have forsaken the fountain of living waters. Read.
And hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water.
Give me John 4:5. See, y'all got to understand, man, we come to give y'all that true living water.
Right.
John 4:5.
John chapter 4 and verse 5.
Read on.
Then cometh he to a city of Samaria.
See, read on.
Which is called Sychar, near to the parcel of ground that Jacob gave to his son Joseph.
Jump down to verse 10.
Verse 10.
Read on.
Yahawashi answered and said unto her, If thou knewest the gift of God, and who it is that said to thee, Give me to drink.
Give me to drink. Read.
Thou wouldest have asked of him.
Thou wouldest have asked of him. Read.
And he would have given thee living water.
Read on. Jump down to verse 13.
Verse 13.
Read.
Yahawashi answered and said unto her,
Read.
Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again.
He say, whosoever drinketh of that doctrine gonna thirst again, man. Why? Because they always gonna be reliant. When you thirst again, that means you always got to go back to the well. You always got to go back to the source. You always got to go back and get some more. Read.
But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him.
See, the water that we given, that's that independence water. That's that self-reliant water. That's that water you don't need to keep on going back for more. You're going to be able to supply your own supply. Read.
Shall never thirst.
Shall never thirst. We trying to make it to our people will never thirst. Never thirst. Read.
But the water that I shall give him.
Read.
Shall be in him a well of water.
Read on.
Springing up into everlasting life.
We trying to make it to where the brother can go and teach the next brother. See, that's what Israel need, man. Israel need that chain. Israel need where you can teach a brother, he go teach a brother, he teach 2 more brothers, he teach 5 more brothers, and then a whole nation of people understand how to do this. Give me Jeremiah 2 and 14.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 14.
I was going to go into, more of John chapter 4. Go and read it. It got good information in there. But for lack of time, we're going to move on. Jeremiah 2 and 14.
Is Israel a servant?
Is Israel a servant? Read.
Is he a homeborn slave?
Read on.
Why is he spoiled?
Why is he what?
Why is he spoiled?
What does that word spoiled mean? Give me the definition. Give me this definition over here. Spoiled. Diminish or destroy the value or quality of. Good for nothing. Diminish or destroy the value. Has no value or quality. That's why Israel, man, we claim to be the salt of the earth. We claim to be the greatest people on the planet, and we're worthless. We're worthless. You see what I'm saying? It say prevent someone from enjoying. It even say if you're talking about a food, it say become unfit for eating. We are unfit to even be consumed by the Lord.
Bring it out.
Unfit for the eating for the Lord. Unfit sacrifice. See what I'm saying? Spoiled. Good for nothing. What use are we? What use is a nigga that don't? I mean, we basically done become what they call us, Negroes. Why? Because we're not Israelites anymore. Israelites have a purpose. Israelites have use. Israelites have value. When you become spoiled, you become Negro.
That's right.
No longer of any value. No longer of any use. See what I'm saying? Give me this last page in this book, When I Was a Slave. Page 29. Let's get this last thing right here. Let me show y'all this.
Page 29.
Read.
The niggers kept talking about being free.
He said they kept talking about being free. Read.
But they wasn't free then.
They wasn't free then. Read.
And they ain't now.
He letting you know, man, they ain't now. Read.
Putting them free just like putting goat hair on a sheep.
See, putting them free, you putting a mask over the real issue. And he letting you know we the sheep. Read.
When it rained, the goat come a running and get it in the shelter.
Because the goat know that the goat can't survive in the rain. Read.
Because his hair won't shed the rain and he get cold.
Read on.
But the sheep ain't got sense enough to get in the shelter.
He letting you know the sheep ain't got no sense. When the storm come, when the rain come, when the famine come, when the sword come, the sheep ain't got no sense to go get in the shelter, man. Read.
But just stand out and let it rain on him all day.
He letting you know what our peoples are. We'll just stand out there and let the affliction come. We'll just stand out there with the house burning down and be like, it's fine, this is fine. This is okay. House burning down around us. Read.
But the good Lord fixed the sheep up with a woolly jacket that turned the water off.
See, the Lord, he fixed us up with resilience. He fixed us up with blessings. He fixed us. We are chosen. Read.
And he don't get cold.
We can go through a lot. Read.
So we don't have to have no brains.
See, now we thinking we ain't got to have no brains now. Because we the greatest people on the planet. We blessed. Now we ain't got to have no brains. I guess because we blessed everywhere we walk. Grapes going to just spring up out the ground. Read.
The nigger during slavery was like the sheep. He couldn't take care of himself, but but his master looked out for him.
And see, Israelites still got Esau looking out for him. That ain't that crazy. You gonna go out on the street corner, call the white man the devil. The devil like, okay. Do you need some food? Yeah, master. Can I get some food? You know what I'm saying? You the devil, Esau. Okay. Do you need some antibiotics though? You're looking kind of sick. Yeah. Thanks, master. I need some antibiotics. You know what I'm saying? Read.
And he didn't have to use his brain.
He didn't have to. We don't have to use our brains, man. We can just go to work. That's why so many Israelites, man, they ain't got no brains. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't got to use them. We can just go 50 years without using nothing. You know what I'm saying? Go clock in, lift up the box, put the box over here, clock back out, go home, get drunk, kill more brain cells that we can't afford to lose. You know what I'm saying? Then wake up the next day and do it all over again. Read.
The master's protection was like the woolly coat.
See, he gonna say that master protection was that woolly coat. We know that's a lie. Read.
But the emancipation came and took off the woolly coat and leave the nigger with no protection. And he can't take care of himself either.
See, when that rain come and you ain't got master standing in the way of that rain, what you gonna do then? What you gonna do then? See, Israel, take heed, man. You know, we've become spoiled to the point where we useless. And we got to get back to the point. It's like having that milk in your fridge that gone past its expiration date. What you gonna do with that milk? You gonna drink it, or you gonna toss it out? On that, we say shalom.
That's right.